Antichrist.
See? So, you know the Antichrist shall come. That's singular, Antichrist. So that's the individual. That's the beast. But then Yahushua says there's going to be many Antichrists. Well, who are these people that's going to be many? The ones that follow the Antichrist. What are you essentially? If you follow the Antichrist, well, now you become of that same spirit. You're Antichrist. You follow the devil. You're Antichrist too. See? And that Antichrist could be your mother, could be your father, could be your sons, it could be your daughter, could be anybody, brother. Could be your job associate sitting right next to you. Can be anybody. Okay? So you got to understand that. So you talking to somebody, we talk to Antichrist every day you go out there and teach. They stand right before you. That's the devil standing right before you. The Bible speaks of. And it can be your people, it can be a Gentile, doesn't matter. Understand? Doesn't matter. They're Antichrist. So there are many. Go ahead.
Whereby we know that it is the last time.
Yeah, see? So how do we know it's the last time? See, we, meaning the brothers who woke up to the truth and understand, we know we're in the last days. See, we know. See? So that's why it is our job to go out there and teach and let our people know. Understand? And if they shoo it away, like don't want to hear it, like the scripture said, to put their hands to their ears and not want to listen, well, that's on them. Good. What does the Most High say? If a prophet warns the people, then the blood is off of him. If a prophet don't warn the people, then the Most High are going to put the responsibility on that prophet. And then you're going to get the punishment from the Most High. So that's why we go out there and teach. But now you got, like you said, you got YouTube, you got Facebook. I mean, how are you going to miss it? You can't miss it. It's everywhere. How are you going to miss it? You got Edomites saying now, yeah, the Negroes are the real Jews. Yeah. And they have a hard time telling their own people, right? I know my own people, they hate me for saying this, but the blacks are the real Jews. I'm going to read it out the Bible. And they read it out the Bible. You know, it's like they're confessing now. Yeah. Yeah, you're the real Jews. You blacks, yeah, you are. You had your hand up.
It's like Mosiah put it, whereas you can no longer say you didn't hear it.
Yeah, you no longer say you didn't hear it. So from the horse's mouth, if they tell you, come on, and our people still don't want to hear it now. You figure if the white man tell you, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm going to show you they're hard-headed, man. Stiff-necked, hard-headed, you know. Okay, and that was it on that one, right? And then 1 John 4 and the first verse. 1 John 4 and the first verse.
1 John chapter 4, verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of Yahweh, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Hereby know ye the spirit of Yahweh. Every spirit that confesseth that Yahushua Hamashiach is come in the flesh is of Yahweh. And every spirit that confesseth not that Yahushua Hamashiach is come in the flesh is not of Yahweh.
Now, it said every spirit that confess that Yahushua is come in the flesh is of the Most High, and every spirit that confess not that Yahushua is come in the flesh is not of the Most High. So now, all it said was you had to confess. But that seemed kind of easy, doesn't it? But the scripture says Satan himself even come like an angel of light and can deceive. So don't you think Satan knows that all you got to do is confess? Right? And understand? So what does confession mean? It means more than just saying, I know a Mashiach came in the flesh, so now I'm going to be saved. Well, it means more than that, doesn't it? So what do you think confession really means? Confession represents what? Meaning you accept, you understand, okay? You agree, right? That Yahushua is come in the flesh. But there's more to it. Confession means you do what? Like you're the father and you have a son. And if your son confess to the rules of the house, what's he going to do?
Obey.
He's going to obey.
Right.
Confession means to obey. It's not just saying, Well, I know Yahweh Shai came in the flesh because Satan knows that. You have to obey. Satan is not going to obey. That's what that means. Confession means you have to obey the commandments. So there's more to it. The Christians, they think that, right? Well, all I got to say is Jesus. And I'm saved. It's more than that. You ain't kept one commandment. Understand? You haven't kept one commandment. That's why Yahweh said, why say Lord, Lord, and you're not going to do what I say? Understand? That's why the scriptures tell you, be a doer of the word, not just a hearer. Confession means to obey. So the Christians got that all wrong. They got it all wrong because in their mind, they think, all I got to do is confess. Everybody knows Yahweh Shai came in the flesh. You ain't got to, that's not a secret. Everybody knows that. A dog will know that. A dog got better sense. See? So it's more to it than just saying just confessing. Yeah.
Yeah, because they'll be saying like, yeah, I know he came back in the flesh.
Right.
And when you ask them, well, what color was he?
Yeah.
That's when they fall off.
That's where they fall off.
That's where they fall off.
Yeah. And then you ask them about keeping the commandments and stuff. That's where they fall off, see?
That's where they fall off.
Obeying Yahweh Shai, his commands. That's where they fall off because they feel the law is done away with. See? So confession means keeping the commandments. Because your son is going to keep the rules of your house because he's going to confess to daddy that you're the head of the household. And he's like, okay, that's my father. He's the head of the household. I'm confessing that he got rules of the house and I got to obey them. See, that's what that means, to obey. Go ahead, Doc.
The definition of confess: to acknowledge one's belief
There you go.
or faith in, declare adherence to.
Declare adherence to. How about that? Do you adhere that Yahweh Shai is, understand? He's the head, he's the leader, he's the captain of the host. He's the redeemer, he's the deliverer, he's the savior. See? Do you adhere to that? See, that's what that means. So when you read that, you got to read it further. You got to understand what confession means. All right? It means more than just saying it. Okay, go ahead, Al.
1 John chapter 4, taking it from verse 3, from the top. And every spirit that confesseth not that Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is come in the flesh is not of Yahweh. And this is that spirit of Antichrist.
Right.
Whereof ye have heard that it should come.
Right. See, again, it's that spirit of the Antichrist. And then he comes back. You've heard it already. I told you before in 1 John 2:18. I told you it was coming, and you've heard it before, that it shall come. And now this is the spirit that you're living in today, the spirit of the Antichrist, the beast system. You're living in the beast system today. This is what this is. That's why the Most High said there's nothing in this world that he loves. Nothing. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in them. Because the Most High said, I hate the world and everything that's in it. Because why? It's a beast system. You know, it's about idol worship. It's the whole beast system. There's nothing in here the Most High love. Not one thing. Not one. So don't tell me, but the Lord loves you, Christmas. No, not one thing. But the Christmas is for the children, not one thing. See? Because even Yahweh Shai said, he said, the world cannot hate you, but me it hateth. Because I testify that the works therein are all evil. Every work known to man in this society is all evil in the eyes of the Most High. Who are we to try to make it good? Who are you? Martin Luther King used to try to do that. Who are we to make it good? Yeah, Most High said there's none righteous. No, not one. Understand? So our job is to return back to the Most High in righteousness and humbleness, so we can have that grace and mercy. So when pestilence and plagues come, we're protected. So that's what we're supposed to do. Okay, so now you're going to go to Revelation 13:18.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Right. So what is it saying? It's the number of what? How many men?
One.
It's only one individual, right? But the one individual is going to have what? He's going to be over the beast system. Like, isn't Donald Trump president of America? He's pretty much president over the system, right? Right. So this beast system, the New World Order, they're going to have an individual that's going to be over it to run it. That's all. I know some, brothers and camps think it's just a system. There's not going to be Antichrist. Yes, it is. Because it takes a number of a man, right? And he's going to be over the system. Just like you got somebody over Parliament. You got somebody over Germany. You got somebody over France. You got somebody over America and so forth. Somebody's going to be over the system. Okay? So it's the number of a man, and his number is what?
636.
Right. That's the degree or the measure of the beast system. 636. Okay? So the Most High says it, gives it three. It says it 3 times. 666. That's the degree. Okay? And the measure of the system that you're living in. Negative. Comes out to be negative. When you break it down into Hebrew, using Hebrew numerical values, it comes out to be 6. But you do it 3 times, it's 666. Because Shaitan is Hebrew for what? Shaitan, Satan. Shaitan. Break down the Shah, the Ta, and the Na, right? Shaitan. And with the numerical values that it is in Hebrew, and you break it down, I think it's a number of 359, I believe. Something like that. And when you break it down that way, it comes out to be, 359, which will equal, when you separate them, it'll equal, or add them up, it'll be 17. Well, what do? You subtract 1 from 7. Why do you subtract 1 from 7? Because Shaitan represents the negative. Satan represents the negative spirit. You subtract 1 from 7 and you get what? 6. You do it 3 times, 666. But it has to be done, broken down with the numerical value in Hebrew. The Shah, the Ta, and the Na. Shaitan. Because why? Satan represents what to the Most High? Word Satan means what? Adversary. He's the Most High's adversary. He's the negative. He opposes the Most High. Understand? So he represents the negative. Yahweh Shai, on the other hand, represents mercy. Okay? And when you put his numerical value of his name, Yahweh Shai, it comes out to be 13, and add the 1 and 3 is 4. 4 is like a number that represents mercy. Understand? Because Yahweh Shai, remember, Yahweh Shai is coming to do what? Remember, these are the 2 types. These are the 2, right, types that are going to really be revealed in these last days that the Most High is going to send, right? And it's going to be like that type of war between Yahweh Shai and the beast. See, they know that fight, what that fight is. Yahweh Shai is coming from the heavens, and the beast is going to be here on earth, and it's going to be that type of war. But because we're the people of Yahweh Shai, of course, we're going to be the battle axe and weapons of war of Hamashiach in that. Understand? So it's coming to that type of apex, that type of climax between Yahweh Shai and the beast. And we know who the winner is going to be. I'm just saying, you understand? Yeah.
Is this dealing with those numbers as you're breaking them down? Is that a form of numerology?
Well, it's
numerology does that. It has
but numerology, they deal with numerology and witchcraft. We're just saying the numerical value of Hebrew. That's all we're saying. We're not dealing with numerology. Numerology is dealing with witchcraft and Satanism and stuff. Understand?
Yeah.
It's a difference. Hebrew has a numerical value. The letters have numerical value too.
Right.
Okay? Just look it up in Hebrew. And and when you break it down with the numerical value, that's it. It's not numerology. Yeah.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 18 is saying here that the number of the beast is the number of a man. Isaiah 14:16 is also telling you the devil is a man. Would that correlate?
Yeah, that would correlate. Kun. And then you get Revelation 17 and 5, and this goes with that too, the 666 system.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon.
See?
The great.
Okay, hold up. It was upon her forehead was a name written. See? Mystery. This is a mystery now. Now you're going to get an understanding of the 666, the measure of the 666 and what it represents. One mystery of 1/6 is Babylon the Great.
Okay.
That represents 1/6. Babylon the Great, the her represent the Roman Catholic Church. That's Babylon the Great too, as well as America. Okay? America is the military might of Babylon the Great. The Roman Catholic Church is the religious order of Babylon the Great. That's why they work so well together. Just like, and who's going to be over it? The beast and the false prophet. The beast is going to be the political authority over Babylon the Great, and the false prophet is going to be the religious figure over Babylon the Great. Understand? And they're going to, in the end, they're going to come together and work together. See, just like we know the Roman Catholic Church, you can do nothing without the Roman Catholic Church. So that's who the her is. Okay? Go ahead, Ak.
Right. And it's not Saudi Arabia like these.
No, it's not Saudi Arabia. These brothers are out of their mind. Okay? It's not Saudi Arabia. Okay? Saudi Arabia, what can Saudi Arabia do? But sell out to America for weapons and money and stuff. Understand?
Right.
They got all that oil over there, but they still got to sell out to America. So come on, it's not Babylon the Great.
Right. It was the British and America that found the oil for them.
Yeah.
It was the British that made a deal in order for them to get what they got in Saudi Arabia.
Right.
When Lawrence Arabia went up in there.
Yeah.
The MI6 used him to part of the deal with the two royal families. You understand? And that's how they was able to get that situation in position. They didn't form themselves or build no military power.
No. Saudi Arabia is not a military power. They have oil, but they're not a military power. It's the powers behind in America that protects them and gives them weapons and stuff. Understand? And of course Britain. But that's it. Okay? But it's all behind the Roman Catholic Church, okay, which is Babylon the Great, and America, which is Babylon the Great. And that's how they sell all these nations. This is why the whore, when you read the first verse, okay, up top, the whore is who? Let's read the first verse very quick. We're not going to go into all that.
17:1?
Yeah.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore.
So, the judgment of the great whore. What does a whore do? What is a prostitute? Let's say a prostitute. What is a whore?
Sells herself to men.
Sells herself to men. So the Most High is likened the Roman Catholic Church to a whore, because why? In order to gain riches and for your nation or country to be okay, you got to sell yourself to them. You got to pretty much lay in bed with them. You got to lay in bed with them, right? All right, you got to open. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. You got to lay in bed with them, and once you're in bed with them, that's it. They got you. Okay. Here, COVID-19 was going on, and America sent ships to Venezuela, saying, "Give us your oil. Come on." Okay. We done destroyed and destabilized your economy and your nation. We killed Hugo Chavez, so come on, give us the oil. They sent ships over there. All right. So you know they got Venezuela, all that oil. So yeah. So this is how they do it. They've been doing this for years. So you're selling yourself. So that's the judgment of the great whore, was what the Most High was showing John, and that's the Roman Catholic Church today. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Op. And we'll go back down to our 5th verse.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great.
See, that's 1/6. Go ahead. Next 6.
The mother of harlots.
See? Well, what's a harlot? Same thing as a whore, right? The mother of harlots, meaning the chief of harlots, the top, the grade A, grade master of harlotry. See? The mother of harlots. They're a bunch of whores. That's America. Okay? Once you lay with her, that's it. See? So now they got the whole earth now. Mother of harlots is running this earth now. Ain't that something? That's why the Most High got to destroy this place. This is the mother of harlots, bro. All right?
Yeah.
It's a beast system. Satan, but the Baphomet is what? A woman and a man. See? It's a woman and a man. See? Mother of harlots. Understand? Go ahead, Doc. Go ahead, yeah.
And abominations of the earth.
And what is that? What's an abomination of the earth?
The filth and the lies.
The filth and lies, homosexuals, LGBT. Understand?
Bestiality.
Bestiality.
Right, and those things are not so prominent in Saudi Arabia.
No. And how about that? It's not prominent in the Arab states, right?
Right.
See, it has to fit. The scripture, it has to fit. Okay, so when brothers say Babylon the Great is Mecca and all that, come on, it doesn't fit. It just has to fit, man. Come on. So it's America and, of course, the Roman Catholic Church together. Understand?
And also to what Barak way has to fit because it allows the greatest freedom of anything you want.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia restricts you in almost
Everything.
in the world, man.
Yeah. Everything. Right? But here in America, you're free to do whatever you want to do. Right? Whatever you want to do. Because they know that freedom is going to cause you to sin against the Most High. And that's what they want. You know. Understand? Abominations of the earth. And also the idol worship too. That's cause you to be abominable too when you idol worship. Understand? So those are like the 3 sixes. All right? And so you can use that too. And then when you go to Daniel 8:25 or Daniel 8:23 on down. Okay? Now this is the system that this particular individual, Antichrist, is going to be over. All right? This is the beast system. Yeah.
The breakdown of the 666 comes from the Hebrew word of Babylon, mother of harlots, abomination.
Abomination of great, right.
So you have, when you do your mother, Amma, and so forth, you have to break it down from the Hebrew.
And also the numerical value, which I have that in here. I didn't want to get too far into it.
So just in case you want to know how to get that 666, it comes from the Hebrew word of Babylon, mother.
Yeah. It's Babylon the Great in Hebrew, Babal Hag Gadawala, right? Mother of harlots, Amaza Wanawath, and abomination of the earth. We just read in 17:5 in Relations, right? Tha'ai Bawath Ha Adama, abominations of the earth. There's a numerical value. If you can see it here up top here, I mean, I know you can't see this far, but you can see here up top. I broke it down in Hebrew. When you break it down in Hebrew, the numerical value, okay, that's not witchcraft, nothing. It's just the Hebrew numerical value. Okay? You break it down, it is what? 666 at the end of it. That's why y'all got to buy the book. You know what I'm saying? You got to buy the book. But it's 666. All right? And you'll see it. So, okay. And now, Daniel 8:25.
Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
See? This is the same individual, right? Through his policy. What's his policy? Well, send out COVID-19. See, think about it. I mean, understand? Send out viruses. You know how many viruses you had in the last 20 years? Swine flu, bird flu, N1, what they call it? S1, N1, whatever, what they call it? SARS flu. All kinds of flu. Where they get all these flus from? Those are not naturally made. That doesn't come from the Mosai. Mosai don't send flus like that. These are made in laboratories, brother. All right? So he will cause craft, all right? Through his hand, policy shall increase. What does it say? Say it again.
And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
Craft will prosper in his hand. Go ahead.
and he shall magnify himself in his heart.
See, he's magnifying himself in his mind.
Come.
That's where the scripture says the blasphemies. He's gonna speak great words against the Most High. So that goes with that. Understand? He magnify himself in his mind, proud. Another scripture says he's gonna be stout-hearted. He's gonna have a stout. He's gonna look like a stout person. Understand? I'm gonna show you that one. Go ahead, Al.
And by peace shall destroy many.
See, he's destroying many by peace, right? Barack Obama won a Nobel Peace Prize, didn't do a damn thing for peace. How did he win that? Even he was shocked. Yeah, everybody was like, what did he do? He was only in office about, a year? Not even a year. He won a Nobel Peace Prize. Doing what?
Wow.
He was unheard of. A year before, he was unheard of. Nobody knew him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, through his campaign, but before his campaign, nobody knew him. He was a junior senator from Chicago. Nobody knew him. And all they knew is he liked to go to gay clubs. He liked old white men. I mean, that's what they
Wow.
that's what they say.
Wow.
Understand? So nobody knew him. So how are you going to get a Nobel Peace Prize? So think about that. And remember, at the Democratic Convention, there was a white horse up top. Remember, at the stadium, we did the Democratic Convention in Colorado, in Denver, Colorado. It was a white horse right above. And his whole campaign on the stage was a replica of what you read in Revelation about Satan's throne. In Revelation, was a replica of it. Real quick. Pergamon, the Pergamon altar. See, you read about that in Revelation 2 and 12 and 13, the Pergamon altar. Barack Obama had a replica of the Pergamon altar, which was where Satan dwelt at, the scriptures say. Where Satan dwells. Revelation 2, 12 and 13. Well, I guess you go on YouTube and just punch up the Democratic Convention, Barack Obama, and you'll see it. He had a replica of the same Pergamon altar back then at the Church of Pergamos. Okay?
And he was sitting on the throne.
And he was sitting on a throne. The Pergamon, that's where Satan dwells. He had the white horse up top, replica of the Pergamon altar, and he came out and started to speak at the Democratic Convention. They know what they're doing, brother. They know what they're doing. Y'all didn't know that? Y'all remember that? Well, now you can go check it out.
I know about the Maha, the horse.
Yeah.
On the white horse.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It was there. All right. Go ahead, Doc. Finish reading.
He shall also stand up against the Prince of Princes.
See? Who's the Prince of Princes? That's the Mashiach. He's going to stand up against the Prince of Princes. This is this beast. Understand? So Yahweh Shai is definitely going to come out the heavens to fight the beast. Right? Because they're going to seize Jerusalem with all these military armies from these nations. They're going to seize Jerusalem. Yahweh Shai is going to come out the heavens. Now the fight is on. It's on now, right? Go ahead, Al.
But he shall be broken without hand.
See?